Hello, welcome to Access. I'm Rob. Joining us is Dave.
Hello.
Look what it is, Dave.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Go and stand by the whiteboard. Put all the marks on it.
The whiteboard's a blackboard now.
Because this is an entire week of Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain videos, Dave. Because he's out.
I know.
He's
Only
here.
the 1 week, Rob. I'm surprised you haven't done a month.
Well, you know it's always going to be in Friday features, Dave, so Metal Gear Week never really ends. Anyway, the first video we wanted to show you is the map, or as much of the map as we can show you from Afghanistan, just to give you a sense of how big this is. Because you play Ground Zeroes, Dave.
Yes.
Everyone said the Phantom Pain is 200 times bigger than Ground Zeroes, which is a fun thing to say, but you don't really get a sense of what that actually means until you get dropped into the world of the Phantom Pain and you just go through it. So we've had a bad start, actually. We've been spotted by a truck as soon as we got off the helicopter.
Not ideal.
No. But we're not really going to be focusing on... We're not going to be worrying about sneaking past enemies. This is purely on the back of the horse, riding through Afghanistan, showing you how vast it is and all the different types of things you can find in it, be that wildlife, enemy outposts, there are enemy villages, and there are more sizable enemy bases as well.
And is this like a ruin you found?
Yeah, this is actually where you start the game. If you remember from the trailer when Ocelot drops Snake off,
I do.
this is it.
Oh,
That
right.
view, you might recognise that view there.
Absolutely.
Snake looking over the valley. Anyway, here's our map on the iDroid.
So
And it's hard to get a sense even from this map here of how big it is. That's very zoomed out there. But you can see like the contour lines, and you can see like the mountain ranges. There's an outpost up there. We're not going to be going all the way through to the end, the bit that we're showing you here, for reasons.
Okay, right.
There are going to be no spoilers at all this week
Yeah.
in any of these videos. So that's why we're not going all the way through, because I don't want things to happen. I don't want certain things to happen on the screen.
Right. Oh, that's exciting.
I know, isn't it?
Oh, I need to know what happens.
Look at it, Dave. Look at the draw distance look how far you can see.
Well, I don't even see a draw distance, Rob. I just see everything. It's just the world is there.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautifully lit. I love the way the sun just bakes these massive slabs of rock.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely amazing. We're coming up to an enemy. I think this is a village. No, this is a small outpost. Small enemy outpost.
The shadow as well on the terrain, the way it's going across the tall grass and stuff, the shrub,
Yeah.
the brush, it's just excellent.
It really is an incredible looking game. And it, more than any other open world game I think I've ever played, it makes you feel like you are in a real place. Like it's got its own weather system. You know when people, oh, dynamic weather system and, you know, loading, rain.
Yeah.
This one really does feel like it. The way it moves from day to night, the way sandstorms can just roll in at any time. All of a sudden just sandstorms just come up.
From what I understand, you know, the fact that it's a real sort of living, breathing world was important because it can impact so completely on the way that you tackle the problems of the game, isn't it? Is that you know, using not just day and night to sort of choose when you would go into bases and stuff, but also weather systems as well. You know, a sandstorm's going to give you an advantage, I suppose.
Gives you an advantage. Well, it's a double-edged sword.
Yes.
Enemies and you have greatly reduced visibility and hearing.
Nice shooting. And am I right in thinking, Rob, that there are other areas? I mean, when we unboxed the console, there was a map of Africa as well.
Yeah,
so
of course.
This is just one of the...
I believe there are two massive open world areas. We've got Afghanistan, which is where we are now, and there's also Africa.
Right.
I've not got to Africa yet.
Oh, that's exciting.
I don't know how big it is. I don't know what's there. We've seen it in the trailers. If you've been keeping up with the trailers for the game over the last few years, over the last couple of Gamescoms and E3s, you'll have seen some of the African world. And it's dense jungle, which is a really cool change up, because in Afghanistan, quite realistically, there isn't much chance of rain. Like,
yes.
I don't think it does rain in Afghanistan. You can get sandstorms, but when you get into Africa, in the jungle, you've got a whole different set of weather systems to play with.
Right.
And rain is one of those.
Must be nightmare on a nightmare on the cardboard box.
We'll get onto cardboard boxes later, then. Let's not talk about cardboard boxes yet.
I don't know what you're on about.
I mean, as you can see, this village we're going through now, this is quite sizable. I'd say this is a small to medium-sized village, just to give you an idea of the kind of scale of the places inside the world, because it can seem quite wide and open and yawning and just full of, you know, massive open spaces and sand and cliffs. But you get these areas where the action does kind of shrink and it contracts into like a small window of tension. Like, it becomes almost like classic Metal Gear gameplay when you're sneaking around corners and through corridors and through a little village, and you feel like you're playing an old Metal Gear, and all of a sudden you get out of the village and boom, it opens up again. Yeah. Which is really satisfying.
Is your horse something that you have available to you from the start of the game?
Yeah, horse is there from the beginning. There are other buddies, which we will talk about. But obviously your horse is... Oh, there, we switched to night. I switched to night here for this exact same bit. We're in the same place, but just look at the moonlight.
Wow.
Just look how it looks at night. It's absolutely amazing.
That is quite spectacular.
I like it at night. When you see the moonlight reflecting off the slabs of rock as well, I think it looks even nicer than the sunlight. Look at that massive cliff in front of us and how the light is reflecting off it.
That is impressive. And are a lot of the buildings in the villages, are they mostly sort of, you know, you're able to go inside them?
Yeah. Pretty much all of them, actually.
Right.
And they'll all have little boxes of resources inside them, which you can pick up, and they get sent to Mother Base. Materials that your R&D department can use to help build you new weapons, new equipment. Switch back to the day.
It looks so dry. Isn't it arid?
I know.
With dust, little puffs of dust coming off the ground. Really nice.
It's like its own mini ecosystem, and everything feeds into each other. Like, the weather is used to, you know, you can use it to your advantage. Enemies, if you alert some enemies at an outpost or a bigger base, if you go, you know, really noisy, then they will call reinforcements from surrounding outposts. So what you do in those surrounding outposts can affect how many reinforcements like a bigger base can call in, if everything... I mean, if you want to really take your time with it, and that's how I like to play Metal Gear, I like to play it very slowly. Really take my time, spend ages scoping out an area, and you can... This kind of open world really allows you to do that more than any other Metal Gear game, I feel. Like, you can spend hours just thinking, marking all the guards, wondering which entry you're going to use to get into the base, you know, going to all the surrounding outposts, capturing them, sending all the guards to sleep, mucking up all their gear.
So you can take out their reinforcements before they even need the reinforcements.
Yeah, you can spend ages disabling an entire base's support system. Here's an outpost, look, just on the outskirts of this base. This is a potential reinforcement hub. So you can go in here. If I wanted, I could put C4 on that little guard tower, that observation tower that's there, blow it up. You can Fulton all of their anti-aircraft guns, so if necessary you could call in your support chopper and they would have nothing to shoot it down with.
Oh wow, it's amazing. I'm going to struggle to just get my head around it. You know, just not try and play it in a really sort of straightforward manner.
It does take a lot of getting used to, especially when I first played it. Having played all the other Metal Gears, I was just, you know, naturally playing it how I played other Metal Gear games, and like you said, it didn't even enter my head some of the things that I could do.
Yeah.
But when you've played it for a good while, and the cool thing about all the missions is they are all replayable, and they each have the main objectives that you need to progress through the story, but they also have little side objectives which you need to complete if you want to get the S rank, so completionists can go in and it basically just rewards mucking around and playing and being creative. And but anyway, just on the size of it, look how we're like nearly 10 minutes through this video now.
And we haven't got to our destination yet.
No.
And is there? Do you think that there's a lot to find in the world other than just sort of outposts and things? Is there?
There are plenty of side ops. I don't want to really say too much about the side ops.
Okay.
It would be cool just for people to discover them on their own.
Fair enough.
It is full of stuff.
Right.
And one of the main ways in which you find out about that is, well, Ocelot tells you some stuff and puts it on your iDroid, some basic objectives. But then as you go through the world and you interrogate guards, they will tell you where certain things are.
Right. And
you can explore it. Just exploring off the beaten track, obviously, as well, yields rewards. But we will talk about all of that in due course. This is just to get a sense of how massive this world is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, you know, Witcher 3 size.
No.
But considering this is just half of the game, and we're not even close to showing you all of Afghanistan here, we're just picking a route and going from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff here. Absolutely loads. Some of the really cool stuff, there's a dam with a massive bridge going across it, and loads of layers on this bridge. It's like the Metal Gear level designers just got together and said, what are the coolest sneaking levels you ever wanted to make but never got to put in a Metal Gear game? And it's like they've just put them all in here, which is what I guess the open world allows you to do. You just put in anything you want, really.
Wow, still a long way to go.
We're not going all the way to the top.
No. No spoilers.
What do you think, Dave?
I'm so impressed. I just I want to get off the road. You know, like first thing I want to go up into the mountains and look down, and I really like that sort of craggy with all the valleys and stuff. That valley you were just going through a minute ago under the tunnel and stuff. I like that it's quite a vertical.
Verticality, I'd say, is a really important point as well. Like, we are, as you say, just going along the road pretty much.
Yeah.
But when it comes to getting to vantage points, I mean, like, one of my favourite things to do, you know, I love being a sniper in games.
Yeah.
When you get the best sniper rifle, when you fully upgrade an amazing sniper rifle, you can pretty much climb to the top of a big cliff overlooking a base and just sit up there for hours picking guards off. I
think I'll play it in much the same way. I just want to go up a mountain, get behind a rock, get my binoculars out, and just look at the whole area for ages and work out exactly how I'm going to do it. Then probably get spotted.
Like a real secret agent.
Exactly.
Would do.
Exactly.
You wouldn't just go charging in. Anyway, we switched to nighttime here because we are now at our final destination. We're not going to go any further through Afghanistan, as I said. There, you know, I don't want things to be shown in this video that people might not want to see.
Oh, it's exciting.
This is just purely gameplay. So to finish, Dave, we're going to do one of the things you wanted. We're going to climb to the top of this little outcrop of rock, which overlooks a base. This is a great vantage point for scoping out this base.
Yes.
It's a lovely river flowing down there. At night time, I just love how it's all illuminated. Of course, you can go in there, you can find the power generator, you can turn the power generator off, the base loses all its lights.
It's mad.
You can, and then they will most likely call in a support helicopter with a massive flashlight on it, which just makes it really exciting. Anyway, Phantom cigar out. Just to end. A nice little view. Do you see that sandstorm just whipped past there?
Yeah. Wow, that is
Sunrises.
amazing. I think Snake's going to lose days in my game of just doing this. Just a few days pass whilst on the old cigar.
Puts it out, and there we go. There's the same base, baking in the sunlight.
Lovely stuff.
So there you go, Dave. There's a little taster of Afghanistan and how big it is and all the kind of places you will discover.
I can't wait to get inside, Rob, and I appreciate you taking the effort to make sure that nothing's spoilt for me. It's just whet my appetite even more.
Well, I hope it has whet your appetite, because we have loads more videos of the Phantom Pain coming up this week, so don't forget to like this one. If you liked it, comment, let us know what you think of the game. Are you playing it now? Are you enjoying it? What do you think of it? And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other of our videos.